Welcome to the first of two episodes of the Hobart Hurricanes, and we've had a 50-50 start. We've won two games out of four. First and foremost, we'll look over the team and just pick out some of the new signings we've got. We've got Larry Beckett, a promising cricketer that is currently playing for Australia. We've retained Joe Clark, although Joe Clark has not been in brilliant form for us. He's slowly improving that average. I think we'll persist with him through quite amount of time. We've signed Calvin Cope just as a backup all rounder at this stage. I think I only signed him for a 1 year deal, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Okay, so that's good. We've signed as well Simon Flint from our own team. He started the season pretty well, the 2020 season. We signed Joel Paris. I think he's a really good acquisition. Paul Adam and Fielding are the other signings we went. So we tried to improve the bowling. We couldn't find any all-rounders, so we had to really filter in a couple of guys. We got Malenko back and Cope. We need Jofra Archer back in the team, but I don't think he's going to be playing regularly for England in this season. So we were going to go over the results. I don't know why on earth we're going through that. Brisbane defeated us by 63 runs here. Faree and Jeekins were incredible. Jeekins, 61 off 18 deliveries. Just wrecked the bowling. Paris was good, and Flint was good for the majority of his spell, and then everyone else got taken apart. All we could muster was 142 out in response. Darcy Short 58 at the front. Skaketi 4 for 41 and Coates 4 for 26. Then we beat the Melbourne Green side, which is effectively the Melbourne Stars. Restricted them for 98 for 7 off their 20 overs, with Paris and Flint combining well at the top, just putting a dent in their innings. Adam bowled well, 4 overs, 1 maiden, none for 7. In his spell. It was a pretty interesting chase actually. Made heavy weather of it, but Spence and Clark got decent starts. Pekoski and McDermott finished it off. So the next game was against the Sydney Thunder. They got 156 for 9 off their 20 overs, with Flint again 3 for 31, Meredith 2 for 25. Just their batting let us down a bit there. 135 all out. Paris and Meredith got us pretty close with the number 11 top scoring. Lamak Hani, the Nepal bowler, bowled exceptionally well, 4 for 24, along with Ahmed. So the previous game, 172 for 8. Perth posted. We got Virat Kohli up pretty cheaply. Inglis and Coates amongst the runs there. 3 for 19 for Meredith, bowled pretty well. Darcy Short, none for 24 off his 4 overs. And yeah, the run chase was pretty good. 40s to Clark and Short, 38 for Ben McDermott, and we got home. Rashid bowled pretty well, 2 for 23. Poor old Corey got a bit of a toweling. Our player that's been going good in the first class competition. And today's game, just a reminder, playing the Sydney Sixers, the Melbourne Renegades, and the Melbourne Stars in this game. So this will be quite good. We need a few wins. The team will remain the same. I think Spence can drop down to 3. Spence will take a wee bit of time to adapt to this level. He's only 19, turning 20, so he's got a heap of years under his belt. So we need a good start with the ball. These two have delivered good starts for us. Bring Meredith into the attack. Malenko get through this first 6. Look at Carter there. We need the wicket immediately of Hughes. So we'll get the field out immediately for the young leg spinner. It's gone for 10 off his first over. We're going to bring Darcy Short into the attack, who has bowled really tidy spells. And he's got a wicket, Adam. This is good. He's got the wicket of Edwards for 17. We got through the spin overs, I'd say now. We'll borrow Meredith. 85 for 2 after 10. Got the wicket of Moses Enriques. Good. We need the wicket of Hughes, though. That's the big one. Can Flint deliver it? 1 over a piece. I'm going to bowl 1 over more spin. I'm going to trust that Adam can get through another over. Got pummeled. Misjudgment there. Really bad that could be them just on their way pretty much. We'll get Flint to bowl out. He's bowled exceptionally well. 3 overs done for 16. And he's going to pick up the wicket of Truloff for 13. And he's got a wicket of Davies as well. So this is a great spell. Great over. 3 wickets for Flint. And we'll bring Meredith back into the attack. 4 overs 1 for 38 for him. Paris is going to bowl out as well. We're just going to try and really empty the tank of our good bowlers. Bring Malenko in. We're going to bowl the spinner on the last over. Just hopefully I can get the wicket of Hughes. Got the wicket go O'Keefe. It's good for Malenko. 2 for 14 off 2 overs. Hopefully Adam can deliver. And he gets the wicket of Sean Abbott. So 160 for 8 off 20 overs. We did pretty well to restrict them in the end. Just one man really got going. Got over from Flint. He continues his good form in the Big Bash. Now we've got to chase this down. So they got Muhammad Abbas, who's a really tidy bowler. And he's got the wicket of Clark for a Golden Duck. I just don't know what to do with Clark. I really want to see if he can develop. He's done such good things over in England. Maybe a case of just putting Spence opening and bringing Beckett into the team once he's there. Pekowski should have been out there. We're 8 for 2 off 4 overs. It's been good discipline bowling from the Sydney Sixers. Just got to get at it. Got to break the shackles a little bit. Couple of boundaries. Spence is 3 off 12. It's really uncharacteristic of him. He's been really struggling this season. He's got a couple of hundreds in the Sheffield Shield, but he's trying to find his feet again at this level. Lovely couple of boundaries. 38 for 2 off 8 overs. We need 10s and over. We need to pick this rate up, boys. A couple of early losses of wickets didn't help either. They bowled a pretty disciplined line and length. Starting to get into our work now, but is it too little, too late? Spence 30 off 24. Starting to get into his work too. Pekowski's gone 18 off 27. So the 2 men that got established got themselves out. Trying to pick up the scoring rate. Tim Payne. Just in the middle order of the season to just offer that little bit of experience there. He is a reasonable limited overs player. I will give him that. Lovely shot. Down the ground. 6 runs. 11 and over required. It is gettable with McDermott at the wicket. Tim Payne's had a couple of 4s. Still need 11s. If we can get it down to the last 3 overs with about 40 required. And with wickets in hand too. You just never know. 2 veterans, and O'Keefe gets the better of Tim Payne. Number 89 for 5 is slumping further into a hole. Can we get out of it? Linko gets the strike to McDermott somehow. McDermott needs a couple big overs. 24 off 16. 105 for 5 off 15. 56 required at 11.2 and over. What we don't want is an over 3 or 4 and a lot of player misses. Just like this start to the over. It's pressure on Malenko already. Played a miss 3 times. Come on, buddy. Got to get a boundary or something now. It's crushed it over the fence for 6. And it's been a good over from O'Keefe nonetheless. Until that last delivery. It's got its 45 off 4. Can we finish strongly here? A couple of player misses. Let's hit that over the rope. Lovely shot from Malenko. 33 off 3 overs. We're in the contest. Just need a big over from someone here. Malenko has played and missed quite a bit in this innings, but he's hit that straight down the ground for 4. Another lovely shot. They haven't put fielders out there. It's interesting. Decision that. Linko's... Another 4 or something would be good off this over. Oh, he's playing and missing. Come on, man. Gotta get this for 4. Good. That's a nice little over. All-time record against the Sydney Sixers. Need a big over here. Sean Abbott has been smashed for 6 off that delivery. Playing a miss. Out for 37 off 23. McDermott's given us a bit of hope. 12 off 6. Can Malenko get it home? Bit of a silly ball maybe to get off strike, but Paris has hit a 4. Playing a miss. Hit that for 6, and the match is tied. Normally you'd go to a super over, but in this game I think it's just an out and out tie. It is 1 point apiece. Did pretty well to get back into that game thanks to McDermott and Malenko. So we are sitting in 4th place. It is very tight. Brisbane will probably go in front of us because they've got a couple games in hand. And the 2 Melbourne sides away now. So we've got Jofra Archer back. We've got Beckett and Mitchell Stark back as well. So that's going to add a bit to our lineup. I'm going to bring Beckett in the side for Pekoski. Jofra Archer will probably drop into the team for Adam. Adam just needs to be able to take more wickets. And of course you got to bring your firepower in. You got to bring Mitchell Stark in. So he'll open the bowling with Flint. And we'll bring Jofra Archer into the middle overs there. I'm thinking who else. We've got a bigger amount of batting. Already, I just seen who else can potentially come in. I think Meredith started the season alright, hasn't he? He has. Okay, so he'll probably get the spot instead of Paris. And we'll open up with the 2 quicks. But they'll be bolstered as well. They've got Warner back from duty and Aaron Finch. They've still got good players, this Melbourne Renegade side. It's got to start reasonably well. We haven't. Lost the early wicket. Spence. Full boundaries. Lovely shot from Clark. 4 runs. Can the Englishman get going? He just hasn't had any good luck for Hobart over the seasons we've had him. Lovely shot from Spence. Runnable 23 for Clark, 23 off 18 for Spence. This is much better. That was a chance there. It's a diving effort to try and get that catch. Another boundary. The Englishman is getting into his work. Lovely shots. Just over the fielder at fine leg. And we've had a big over here. This is good. Oh, that's magnificent. Good shot from Spence. He's on 30 and Clark is on 38. Targeting the spinner of Agar. Seems a wee bit of a weakness there. 6. Spence. This is his best Big Bash innings that he's had in his second Big Bash season. Got the wee edge there. 89 for 1 after 10. Lovely shot from Spence. That brings up 50. 104 for 1 in the 12th over. No ball. That will sting a wee bit. Obviously, that was a chance of a run out that previous one, and he's punished that for 6. Good. Lovely shot down the ground. And again, punishing them down the ground. It's good. 68 off 40. 48 off 38 for Clark. He's played a really good part in this partnership. And he's brought up a 50. His second Big Bash 50. He's been here for a couple of seasons now. And I think he's slowly starting to adapt to the Big Bash. Lovely shot from Spence. 4 runs. big over this. Oh, he's played a misspent. 72 of 43 though. 6 fours and 4 sixes. Brilliant little innings. Brings Larry Beckett to the crease. He's on debut. Of course, played for Australia. Need a couple of big overs now, guys, just to get this score monumental. Come on, Beckett. Combo. Get a cameo going. This is good. Good clean hitting. Another boundary. 24 off 10. That's exactly what we needed. He's out for 26 off 13, but a good knock from Beckett. He's gone for 1. Just the momentum sort of shifting a wee bit. Hayne hits the 6. He's out for 64 off 47, Joe Clark, but a good knock. 2 for 5. Malenko hits that for 6. This is good. Couple good overs here. Just make it a very hard target. We're going to get close. We should get over 200 here. We've got 1 over remaining. Oh, good first couple of deliveries. Brings Jofra Archer to the wicket. He's gone for a duck. Brings Mitchell Stark. Come on, 1 boundary, guys. This has been a magnificent over from Jermaine, and he only conceded 1 off the over and got 2 wickets. So we fall short of that 200 mark. Spence and Clark were really good, and so was Beckett and Malenko. We've got a really competitive score here, at the very least. So Ramesh from India. Mayon Ramesh hasn't got really going in this tournament, and that trend will continue. He's gone. And Meredith's got the wicket of Finch as well, so good bowling. So we got through a decent amount of overs there. We'll bring in Jofra Archer, and we'll get the field out as well. We've got to get Davey Warner out. Wicket of Parker. Good from Jofra Archer, good pace. Flint, who's had a really good campaign for his first season. He's going to be amongst the wickets as well. He's got the wicket of Cooper. 77 for 4 after 10. They need 12.2 and over. Bring Malenko in, and we'll probably bring in Darcy Short in for a couple overs. We can sort of buy maybe 1 or 2 overs. And been absolutely taken apart here, Darcy Short, but he has got the wicket of Davey Warner for 50 off 29 deliveries. It was a good knock. Now we can bowl our sort of our best bowlers now. Jofra Archer gets the wicket of Bolton out for 37. And we'll bring in Meredith. And Riley Meredith gets the wicket of Sutherland. And he gets the wicket of Tremaine. This is surely a victory for the Hobart Hurricanes. We've bowled reasonably well here. And we're under a wee bit of pressure from David Warner. But we have delivered. Mitchell Stark. 45 off 12. 33 off 6. This should be a win. Surely they cannot hit 6 consecutive sixes. And they won't. And we've bowled them out. So a great effort there. Meredith 4 for 31. Jofra 3 for 29. 2 for 25 for Flint, continuing his magnificent work for the season. And Spence, well-deserved man of the match. Best innings he's had to date in the competition. So we're sitting in second place. We've had a win and a draw in this episode so far. Fielding's improved his attacking bowling. Bukowski is fit again, which is good. So I think he will take the spot of Tim Payne, who's just slightly out of form. We'll bring the keeper duties to McDermott, and we'll get Bukowski in, who hasn't been in great touch himself. But Bukowski has got a reasonable record at the level. Bowling attack is looking pretty darn good in terms of its form. Malenko is the only one I'm kind of concerned about. Hasn't really offered much, has he? So we're gonna bring in Kay Cope into the team. And that'll be our team for today's third game of this. We're playing the Melbourne Stars. They've got a reasonable team. Zingu is from South Africa. See, they've got Hanscom in the lineup. They've got Kumar. Good team. Good solid team. Bowling could be a bit targeted though, if we get it right on the day. Mitchell Stark has got the overseas pro outs cheaply. That's good. We'll bring in Jofra Archer. And Jofra Archer gets the key wicket of Nick Maddinson. And he gets the wicket of Kumar. Excellent. Buka Kumar. Reasonable career. He's played a bit for India as well. That's decent stats. And yes, Stark gets the wicket of Hanscom. Where was this last season, Mitchell Stark? You've been expensive this over, but you've got some key wickets. 58 for 5, and we'll bring in our best bowler of the campaign, and Flint. We'll get a few overs of Darcy Short. I don't know how good Cope's bowling will be, but we'll just try and get him through 2 overs. This is another key moment in the game. I believe we've got the wicket of Maxwell. And yep, he is caught. Expensive over from Darcy Short, so we'll try and get away with a couple overs there. So 2 overs for 5, 2 overs, 1 for 20 there. So that is 4 overs from our 5th bowler. So now we can sort of bring our best bowlers back. Jofra Archer's been outstanding, and we've got the run out of Marcus Stoinis, so that's another key moment in the game. Cope, 3 overs, none for 15. I've pretty much got 1 extra out of him, so that's ideal. Sort of play a different field for Mitchell Stark. And Mitchell Stark has got the wicket of Elbow. Gonna bowl him out actually. 4 overs, none for 21. Really good spell of bowling. We've got 2 overs remaining. I'm gonna bring in Meredith and Flint for the 3rd overs. So 147 for 9. Coleman just unfortunately got a few out of the middle there. And what have we done on that score? So our international players, Mitchell Stark, best game for the Hobart Hurricanes. Jofra 2 for 29 there. So we need to chase pretty well. Hopefully deliver. Clark's gone for a golden duck. Damn, we want him to build on that score that he had from the previous game. Darcy Short gone for 2. It brings Beckett and Spence to the wickets. Massive 6 there from Beckett. Tell you what, and he's gone. Hits a big one and then gets out. Unbelievable. Not the best of starts. 24 for 3. Still got a bit of batting to come. Bukowski, 13 off 10, and Spence has got himself out. Runnable 13. So, oh, this is not ideal, guys. We bowled so well. Is this the last couple overs let us down, and now it's McDermott and Archer try and resurrect things. Golden opportunity just to consolidate our position in second, and it's going to take a lot from these two to get us anywhere near the total. Like, I criticised the Melbourne Stars bowling before the start, probably didn't help either. They do have a couple of good players. Stoinis and Zampa are decent bowlers at this level. Jeremy getting into his work. 69 for 5. And he's gone for 26 off 15. So it brings Cope, who hasn't got too many runs at this level, crease. Bowled pretty well, I thought. 78 for 6 after 12. We're just going above 6 as it's not enough at the moment. Jofra gone. And it's been ripped apart by their spinners. Meredith has got a score in the competition. He would like to add to that, obviously. 83 for 8. Lovely shots. Just got to try and take the Steve. That was a maiden over. Couple of nice shots from Cope here. Lovely shot, 4 runs. Gonna need a couple of big overs if we're going to get anywhere near this total. 47 require 11.7. Effectively 2 runs a ball. Would be gettable if you had 2 or 3 more wickets in hand. Don't know if the last 2 will get anywhere near this, but we need to get very close to not really hammer a net run rate. It's not brilliant one at the moment anyway, because we've been crushed a couple of times. Red. So we've got 6 off 4 deliveries this over. Cope's got another 4. Can we get another boundary off this over just to get the run rate around about that 10 and over mark still? And we have, okay. The all-time record between these two. Calvin Cope has played pretty well here. Here it is. Got a edge for 4 and he's gone for 15. So it brings Flint to the wicket. And Flint's gone. 119 all out. Not good enough really. Like that score was totally gettable. And it puts us in a position where we are in 6th place with a game in hand on everyone from 3 downwards. So we could sneak back into the top going into the next few games. But you guys will obviously be here. Like we have 3 game specials here. You'll be here for the last 3 games of Adelaide, Melbourne Renegades and the Sydney Thunder. That could obviously determine where we are going to finish if we make the playoffs or not. So that'll be an interesting episode. Give us a comment, like, subscribe. Hopefully enjoying the Hobart Hurricanes Big Bash stuff. I want to at least get 2 to 3 episodes in per season. But yeah, we'll catch you for the next episode.